To import classes, you'll need an extract file from your student information system, similar to the one displayed here in a spreadsheet. For details on constructing such a file, visit markbook.com, support, open the reference manual, and go to section 4-8. Depending on the fields available in the extract file, there are multiple ways of importing classes into MarkBook. Secondary teachers often use course code and section. Sometimes there are split classes. You may want to import two groups of students together as one class. Elementary teachers often want to import by home form, and sometimes by home form and gender. Let's look at importing by course code and section first. To import a class, begin by clicking the New Class button. In the class code field, type in the name of the class that you're going to use. I've included a section. Select where the class is going to be stored, and then click Next. As necessary, fill in the fields at the top, and then click Next. This time, click the Import Students button at the center right. If the import file has been previously used, MarkBook will locate and open it automatically. If this is the first time using the file, click the Import button at the upper right, browse to find the file, and open it. When the file is open, in this case the file is named SIS Extract, it has 1,307 rows or records, and we're looking at the first of those records. In this case, it's a header record giving titles for each of the 17 fields that are in the file. Those titles make the next step much easier. Match MarkBook fields with the fields available in the extract file. You can drag and drop, or you can double-click. Next is student number. Next is program, then home form. I'm going to ignore the second semester home form. Double-click Ignore this field. The date of birth must match format in brackets. If it doesn't match, you can come down here at the bottom and pick a matching format. Next is phone 1, phone 2, student email, parent email, miscellaneous. I'm going to ignore special use. The critical match is courses. Import if number 1. And I'm going to ignore staff number 1 and ignore staff number 2. Now, I don't want to import all 1,300 students. Instead, I want just those students in this course. Be careful about letter O versus numeral 0. In this case, it's a 02, not an 02. And then click Import. 31 students have been imported from the file. Click OK, and here's the student list. Click on any name, and you can see the import data on your screen. Click Next in the lower right corner. This is the familiar screen. Complete it, click Finish at the bottom, and your class will then be saved. Sometimes a teacher has to teach a split class, also known as a combined class. In this case, type in the first course code, select the OR cell, and type in the second course code. Then click the Import button, and MarkBook will import all of the students in the two classes. As necessary, students can be imported by home form. In this case, type the home form in this field, then click the Import button, and MarkBook will import just the students in home form 4A. A boys phys ed teacher may wish to import all of the boys in two home forms. In this case, rearrange the matches so that import if number 1 is set against gender. Select the two home forms, 4A and 4B in this example, and put the letter M in import if number 1 contains. Now when you click the import button at the lower right, MarkBook will import all of the boys in 4A and 4B.